Welcome to another video, the same every time, GCSE Maths, IGCSE Maths, and we're still looking at upper and lower bounds, the kind of question where they tell you that an amount has been rounded to the nearest unit. This last question that we're going to look at in this last video is slightly different from the others that we've seen. Look at the last part of the question. Calculate the upper bound for the area of the space allowed for each tent. So we will have to do a calculation of area. And I've said this before in the other videos, we must, work out the upper bounds first and then use them in the calculation. Do not work out the area first and then try to work out the upper bounds. So our first move is to work out the upper bounds for the length and width of this rectangle. They tell us that it is those quantities are rounded to the nearest meter. That's rounded to the nearest 1 meter. So we take the thing that we've rounded to, the nearest 1, we divide it by 2, that gives me 0.5. So the upper bounds, if one of my sides is 8 meters, the upper bound for that side would be 8 plus 0.5, which is, of course, 8.5 meters. So the upper bound for the length, if you like, is 8.5 meters. And for the other measurement, the 6 meter side, the upper bound is 6 plus the 0.5 that we just calculated, so that's 6.5 meters. Why did I need both my upper bounds? Because I have to now calculate the upper bound for the area of the rectangle. Now the formula for the area of a rectangle is just length times width, and that's going to give me the biggest possible area if the length is as big as possible and the width is as big as possible. So the biggest possible value for the length is 8.5, the upper bound. The biggest possible value for the width would be 6.5. That's also the upper bound. So the biggest possible value for the area is going to be those two upper bounds multiplied together. 8.5, so 8.5 times 6.5, and that gives me 55.25. So 55.25 meters squared. Just something to say about this final answer here. On some exam papers, it might say on the front of the paper, round non-exact answers to 3 significant figures. Well, in this case, we certainly do not need to round our answer. So do not round your answer to 3 significant figures. In this kind of question with the upper and lower bounds, you must write down your full calculator answer. It's an exact answer. It's a decimal that stops 55.25, so we do not round that answer. If you liked the video, if it was useful to you, then do press the like button. Also, if you can, then press the subscribe button. That's useful to the channel. We'll see you on the next video.